Hello, I'm just doing hopefully a quick thing today. I'm going to do what I like to call the Fidgeter's Guide to Release, well, get out of boredom in the middle of class, using stuff you will most likely have during class. I hope. Probably not the second thing. But first you'll need a pen, and you will also need a 20-cent piece, preferably a 50, or some kind of big coin. I don't have a 50-cent coin on me, I've only got 20 cents, so bear with me, it's kind of hard to see. But first we're going to start with the pen. Now, a lot of things you'll see is pen twirling. They used to know the hell out of me because I didn't know how to do it. But I'm about to tell you guys how to do it, so appreciate it. Okay? So basically, this is the kind of pen twirling I am doing. A lot of people know this weird one where it's kind of sitting like that and it'll like flick or something. I don't know how to do that. I've tried many times. I flicked a pen at a teacher. Not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea. You'll be getting in a lot of trouble. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell them that I told you to do this because I didn't. Okay. So, this is what it will look like in the end after a couple of weeks of practice. I practiced non-stop for like 2 weeks. I have no social life. Well, I do, but I just can't be bothered. So it'll look like this. So basically, you are to hold it with between your first and second finger. You can have the other ones on the side ready to grab it. At the start, you will use your thumb a lot to push. I don't use my thumb very often. I have a friend who kind of pushes her thumb for everything, even though she's already mastered it. It doesn't look as smooth, so it doesn't have the same smoothness as this does. Kind of is a bit clunky, so I recommend after a while of getting used to it, you don't use your thumb. Trust me, when you drop the pen, it's not as bad as when you drop like a coin or something. That's a lot worse. It's really loud when you drop the coin. But so basically, with this, you need to hold it between your first and second finger, and then push your first finger down. So just kind of push it underneath like that. Then you get your fourth finger, put it underneath. It's kind of got a little triangle thingy. Then pull your first one out, so it's kind of sitting like that. And push your middle finger down, and put your pinky underneath. So you've got the triangle again. This next bit's a bit hard. You have to pull this one out, so sitting like this, and then push your pinky up. And you put your other finger on top, reverse triangle if you want to call it that. And then you kind of push this finger down, and put this one on top again. It's got this by now. Sorry, I just ate. So you got this, and you pull this finger out. This bit's like, so you gotta kind of get your finger off the pen. That's a bit annoying. You're back at the start. So push under, and then go over, and over, and under. So just remember, under, over, under, over. I used to use my thumb a lot for this next bit here, for that bit, and the actual pushing of it down here. So you can use your thumb to help push it in between your fingers. Like for example, my left hand is probably what your hand will look like. So I hold it like this. I can't even hold a pen. I can write with it, but I can't hold it. It's really retarded. Hold it like that, and you kind of push it under and under. It will kind of flick a lot. Try not to lose the pen too much. Lose a large amount of pens, you've got to buy more pens, and that's very annoying. So that way. My fingers are retarded. It'll kind of look like that, because it'll be a bit jolty like that. That's okay. After a while, it will build up the kind of smoothness that it will have. I recommend use it with your dominant hand first. If you want to be able to do it with both hands at the same time, that is hard. I have tried it, and I have failed so many times. I can show you how much I fail at it. It's really hard because one hand will go faster than the other, and you will flick the pen like that. Don't do it at someone. They will not like you for a very long time if you chuck a pen in their face. So that was the pen twirling. I am going to move on to the coin now. Now, just to kind of muffle the sound a little bit, I always put like a book. So quite a hard book, so it makes this kind of sound instead of a, just very loud. Very annoying. If you drop it during a test, or like when you're supposed to be studying after a test, or whatever you're supposed to do after a test, It's very loud and teachers get very annoyed. So I'm basically going to be doing the thing where you roll the coin across your knuckles. I haven't perfected this one yet. I will admit I literally learned it at 10 PM last night because I couldn't sleep. So yeah, this, and then you kind of, so what you got to practice first is that you got to kind of put it on your thumb. Now hold it on your thumb for as long as you can, just kind of move around. I recommend if you're like left-handed and you're trying to figure out to do this with your right hand, or just during some point when you're kind of just sitting in bed waiting to fall asleep, just kind of sit there with it on this and just kind of move your hand around. And hope it stays there, and just kind of move your thumb that way, and just move it around and get used to the balance, because that is important. So you hold the coin like this, and you kind of prop it up against the side of your first finger. So it's literally just sitting like that. And put your knuckles as flat as you can at the start, and raise your third one. This is important. Raise your third finger. So you look like this. And plop it on, and this acts as a barrier so it doesn't go shooting off the side of your hand, because that is very, very annoying. And trust me, I've lost so many 20 cent pieces and 10 cent pieces and dirhams and every kind of coin you can possibly think of. I've lost it already, and it's been one day. Yes, I've had too much sugar. So basically you've got it like this so far, and you've got that finger raised, and you plop it on top so it's sitting like so. Then you get this, your thumb, and just kind of nudge it so it sits in the gap in between your first and second fingers, so it sits like that. And you let it fall, and then do the same thing. Push up, pull down, and then you let it fall, push up and pull down. This one, you got to pull it down a bit further, so it's kind of sitting under your hand. The other ones you don't want it to fall through your fingers, because then you got to pick it up again. And that's not what you do. You only want it on this one. Now this bit, you've got to get your thumb, and you have to stretch. I recommend doing some thumb stretches. I don't know, I have a friend who can do this very easily. He can stab an apple with his thumb. I'm not even joking. So you get your thumb, and you put it under here, and you just push it with your finger. Now your hand should be like this at this point. I'm just doing it like this so you guys can see. And this is the balance part, because you've got to carry it from here to here, and then back up again. That. And then you put it under and over again. So this is a cool kind of trick if you're a fidgeter in terms of your hands. With this, try not to splay your fingers too much as you're rolling it across. So don't kind of go like this, nyah, because I can't even do it like that. It's too hard to do it like that, so don't do it like that. So if you want over it, I recommend that you kind of put your hand against your fist. Like you see taekwondo people, I do taekwondo, and they kind of stand like this. That has like some kind of strength stance for like an elbow or something. This case you are kind of putting your front of your fingers, not full fist, just kind of the front of your fingers, against there, so they can't kind of go whee. And so you just kind of do it against there. It'll stop your fingers from spraying because they can't go anywhere. And I can't even do it now. There we go. That, under, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, under, over. And you just keep doing it until you will drop the coin so many times. Do not be discouraged by how many times you drop the coin. Just try not to drop it on glass or wood, because they are very loud and very, very painful. And it hurts a lot. Like your ears, and it hurts everyone else's ears. And everyone complains, and it's just all blah. So don't do that, because it's not good. And that's basically my little 2 tricks for the fidgeter in class. I'm a very bad fidgeter. Hence I'm teaching you guys to be fidgety, but be fidgety in a cool way. There is difference. And I might do another fidgeter thing next as soon as I learn some new tricks. I don't know many. So I'm hoping to learn some new ones, and then I will teach them to you guys. So, bye!